Hi, and welcome to Music Messages Tarot. I hope everybody's having a great day so far, as I've already cleansed our space and our tools for today. So let's just see what wants to come out. Okay. So this is one of those deck-specific cards from the Jasmine Beckett Griffith tarot deck that I use. It's called You Are One. She has a red mask on here. So you might be feeling like a sense of peace or connection to your environment or your relationship during this time. Seven of Wands reverse. So maybe you're coming out of a time where you had to defend yourself, but now you're feeling more at peace. I almost get like an incognito kind of vibe here. So whatever you needed to defend yourself from, I'm getting a sense that you've had to kind of hide yourself away, possibly, or play a part to mask yourself from this situation and protect yourself from it. It's just the sense I'm immediately getting here. You have the Two of Swords, which is you need to make a decision, or you may have had to make a decision. You're coming out of this time of having to defend yourself is what I'm getting, but you may have had to make some kind of difficult decision around this. And again, I'm getting that for some of you, you either maybe had to play a role or kind of put up a front in some way, hide part of yourself, or actually physically like hide, or I'm just getting like this sense of having to hide something or play a part, like put a mask on to get yourself through this situation. Okay. We have Strength here, so you might be dealing with a Leo, but I think for many of you this is possibly going to resonate as the situation took a lot of strength for you to get through and for you to be successful in this situation. We have the Supernatural card in reverse. So something that's just been coming out in a lot of readings lately. And again, this is an extra card in the deck. It's not in any regular tarot decks. It was an extra one that was included. One of the common themes that's been coming out recently is this theme around groups possibly working together against someone in some way. So that's just a message that keeps coming out. I'm not really sure who that's going to resonate with, but it's definitely for someone because it does keep coming out. And in this situation, I feel like the group may be using like spiritual attacks or black magic in some way. So you may just want to make sure you're protecting yourself. We have Justice here. Okay, so you may be dealing with a Libra. If not, then the group that's working against you is going to get their justice. They're going to receive, you're going to come out on top in this situation, essentially. So, yeah, with the Seven of Wands being in reverse, you're coming out of that time of having to defend yourself. But this did take strength from you. It took a possibly difficult decision. And it took you having to protect yourself, like maybe even physically in some cases. I'm just getting like a heavy vibe of someone who had to take cover in some way or hide something about themselves. I'm not really sure. We're going to clarify on that. That's just the sense I'm getting though. So we have the Three of Cups, again, speaking to possible like teamwork. It could also indicate a celebration as you're coming out of this period. Maybe it's just, you're going to be breathing a sigh of relief and celebrating the fact that you're not having to deal with this situation anymore. But with this card here, it clearly shows three people kind of working together to do something that doesn't look very like they have very positive intentions. For some of you, I think this might be a group working to bring you down in some way. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Maybe you felt stuck in this situation. Maybe you felt like you didn't know what to do to defend yourself. I'm hoping to get some more specifics around exactly what situation you might have been dealing with this group. This group does keep coming out in some of the readings. So, I apologize. Sometimes the messages can be a little repetitive, but I'm just going to take that to mean that whoever the message was meant for, maybe it didn't reach you yet, or maybe you need some more insight or clarification. So I'm thinking either you felt stifled because of something that this group was doing. You felt kind of bound by this situation is what I'm getting off the card. That's just how I'm reading that. You felt bound and you felt like you had to defend yourself at one point against this. But, like I said, tapping into your strength, you're coming out of that period. I would definitely like some more information first around this supernatural card and then the Three of Cups here. Let's see what kind of group you were dealing with possibly and what their intention might have been. Because this just keeps coming out. Knight of Swords. So it could involve an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be with the way, I almost get a slanderous vibe off of this. And Knight of Swords speaks to different types of communication, can speak to that. It could also speak to someone just rushing in with some type of communication or message here. So you may have gotten a message about what this group was trying to do to you. Maybe somebody, if this is at work or something like that, maybe someone clued you into what was going on. Or maybe you just kind of had a moment of clarity on your own about what their intentions were. But in some cases, I'm just getting verbal slander here. Kind of slanderous type attempt from this group of people. Getting the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I think this group of people might be really focused on you, looking at your every move. Usually I would say that again for the Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles is usually someone who is willing to study something and work hard towards achieving whatever the person wants to achieve. But just being in reverse here and with the vibe that I'm getting off this card, I get that this group is really focused on you and studying you in some way and trying to figure out how to rush in and fuck up your life a little bit, unfortunately. I don't know if this is present or past, maybe you've already kind of dealt with this. From the way the rest of the cards came out, it seems like you're on your way out of this situation, which is always a positive thing. Let's see though. What else? Oh, this one just turned over. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They maybe possibly wanted to negatively affect your finances in some way. Let's get some information on the Three of Cups. Six of Pentacles. So you might be celebrating because you're moving to an environment where you feel like you're being treated how you treat other people. That's one possibility here. Let's see what else. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody might be coming in with an offer, either a financial offer, a work offer, or if it's a romantic offer, this is someone slowly and steadily coming towards you with this. It could also mean that you're working diligently to remove yourself from this toxic environment. You might be embodying the Knight of Pentacles energy right now, so maybe you're doing what needs to be done to move away from this. That might not mean physically moving away from it. It might just mean strategizing with how to protect yourself in this situation. Page of Wands. So yeah, in this deck, the Page of Wands, sorry about that. In this deck, the Page of Wands, he has a little bag with him. It always just reminds me of forward movement fueled by passion and creativity. That's what I get usually off that card. So I definitely get that you're removing yourself from this situation somehow, whether that be physically or more like metaphorically, because you're putting on a brave face and acting in a certain way and trying to blend in while this is happening, and while you're like making moves to remove yourself from whatever negativity is being sent to you by this group of people. You've been feeling really almost like low-key depressed because of all the negativity being thrown your way. You're taking time to make a plan and move forward as well to a situation or an environment where you're going to feel more appreciated. So for some of you, I'm not getting that this is like it's more like a slanderous type energy. There might be witchcraft involved or like spiritual attacks, but that might not mean like that people are sitting around a cauldron like chanting spells about you. It might just mean that they're sending negative energy your way. And like I said, with the Knight of Swords over here, just my immediate impression in this reading is like a gossipy, slanderous type energy coming off this group of people. I would like some clarity around first the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then I really want to get some clarity on your state right here. That card is, it's definitely indicative of your energy right now. So whoever this is going to resonate with. Let's see. Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands came out on the Ace of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you're moving away from this period of stagnation and you're coming out of that now. Okay, so whatever plan you've been enacting to escape these people in this negative situation, it's going to start moving forward. You have the Nine of Cups as well, so you're definitely moving to like a happier, emotionally fulfilling type situation now. And yeah, you have a Seven of Wands, so this is after a period of having to defend yourself against this group. Sorry for whoever's having to deal with this. This message just keeps coming out though, so I don't know if it's something in the air. This might apply to more than one of you. So 2 cards just fell out as I was shuffling. As I was going to get clarity on this You Are One card. We have the Hierophant. So some of you have been tapping into your spirituality, your meditation, your techniques that help you gain your inner strength, whatever those might be. And then you have the Empress here. So you're in Empress energy. I just wish that people could just be more appreciative of someone who's in a positive energy state instead of always trying to. There are just some of these low vibing people who just always need to like target someone who emanates this light naturally. So you're in this Empress nurturing energy. Some of you might even be with child, is what I'm getting here. So yeah, you're in this nurturing, beautiful energy. You're tapping into your own spirituality and your own inner peace. So let me just get one more clarifier here, because I do get the sense that some of you have had to hide something as well. Is someone maybe hiding a pregnancy? Maybe you've had to hide a pregnancy for some reason. That's just like a separate message that I just got. Temperance. So balancing. You've had to balance something. It's Sagittarius energy, Earth Angel energy, but also an energy of balance. So you've had to balance. You have a very delicate situation, a delicate balance going on here, as you're kind of at the same time trying to fight these people off and move away from them. I don't know. At first I thought this was possibly a work situation, but now it's starting to seem more like a personal situation for some of you. Maybe for some of you, this is not going to apply for everybody, but for some of you, I'm not sure if maybe there's a third party situation of going on in some way, and you became pregnant in that third party situation. I think that's going to be a very specific message for some of you. Let's see the Justice card here. Some clarity, and then I'd like some clarity on the Two of Swords. This is turning into a very interesting reading. So, death. So it's something, Scorpio energy, but something is coming to an end. I'm not sure if this is maybe you having to leave a physical environment, or you possibly having to leave a relationship of some kind for this justice to come in. And it says the Hermit. So some of you are going to be going into a time of isolation, possibly for your own safety in this situation is what I'm getting. Let's see the Two of Swords, please. I get clarity on the Two of Swords. Okay. So the Two of Cups in reverse, something went wrong in a relationship. I thought this was a work-related reading. It is most likely not for most of you. You've had to defend yourself. I'm not sure if this is within your relationship, or maybe people that know your partner, or know, like maybe your partner's friends or their family. Something went wrong in this Two of Cups relationship, and I'm getting that for some of you a pregnancy is definitely involved, and you're having to tap into this inner strength to move yourself away from the situation. I'm also getting that there's a third party, like possibly an affair involved somewhere in this situation. Seven of Cups. So there were illusions. Something was illusioning you around this Two of Cups connection that you had with this person. I'm not sure if this is in relation, for those of you who were in a third party relationship, in a third party type situation, dealing with a third energy. I'm not sure if this is in relation to that outside person that you were dealing with, or the person you were in a more established relationship with. Let's get one more card. Maybe it'll clarify that for us. Going back to this Three of Cups, though, now, I'm getting that this is like an outside affair, where you felt like maybe there was, if this was you partaking in this outside situation, you felt like you had, like, this partner appreciated you more. Maybe they were more consistent and respectful of you in some way, and maybe you wanted to leave your current romantic situation for this person. What I'm trying to figure out right now, though, two things really. I'm trying to figure out if this outside partner is the one that you felt you had to tap into your strength because of something that dealt with this person you were engaging with outside of your relationship, or if the negativity is coming in more with your established relationship. And I'm also trying to figure out how this group of people relates to this situation. Maybe somebody tried to reveal this. Maybe this group of people got a hold of the fact that there was infidelity involved somewhere here, and somebody communicated this or threatened to communicate this because they've been being really nosy in your situation and, minding your business for you, minding your business where it really had nothing to do with them in the first place. And maybe this has put you in a situation now where your established relationship might be coming to an end right now. That's what I'm getting, really. So some of you may be dealing with a pregnancy as well during this situation, and for some of you, you've had to really tap into every bit of inner strength that you could find as you're, coming out of this period of having to defend yourself. I mean, the good news is you have passion, like a new passionate start, and this Nine of Cups potential that might be with your new romantic partner you've been dealing with, possibly. But for some of you, this is someone you're going to meet after you leave this situation. I would like a little bit of clarity just around this Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Swords. So there was deception here. Someone was sneaky. This might even be like your friends or something. A group of people got a hold of information that you didn't want shared because it was very delicate information and kind of had the potential to make or break your life. And you felt deceived and kind of betrayed by these people that were working against you here. This is turning out to be kind of a specific message. I don't think it's going to resonate with everybody, but I think some of you were involved with a third party. Again, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying what I'm getting here. So some of you were involved with a third party, and you either were unfaithful to a long-term relationship that you were in. Possibly you knew you planned on leaving that relationship, but there was like some overlap between partners. And I feel like some people got a hold of this information and communicated it, and now it's kind of compromised your stability, okay? And some of you, it includes you being pregnant while you're like going through this situation, so you've definitely had to tap into your strength. Like I said, there's this potential for 9 of Cups and new, fresh, passionate start with somebody, but I feel like there's a painful transformation that has to happen first. Let's just get one more on defending yourself. Page of Swords. This is a group of nosy ass bitches over here. Like, these are nosy ass people. That's what I'm getting. Like, usually I would get a black magic vibe off that supernatural card. This is just like people who feel like they need to be in your business in a situation that doesn't affect them, casting judgment on it, and like trying to affect your outcome here, like the friggin' gossip mill at work, or like your friends, or possibly, like I said, like your partner's friends got a hold of this information because they're low-key stalking you and being like in your business when you don't even invite them to be, and then they have the nerve to try to communicate this without your approval. Yeah, there's a slanderous vibe here. And for those of you who may be pregnant and dealing with this situation, I'm really, really sorry you're having to go through this. But, I mean, the 9 of Cups did come out over here. So I do see like a happy, positive ending to this. But there's just going to be some trials and tribulations first here. In this particular deck, when the Hierophant and Temperance come out together, I always get like a woosah kind of vibe. I actually get that off of each of those cards individually, like, having to go in, meditate, connect with your inner peace however you have to. Like, that's really kind of up to you with whatever works. And maybe this mask here is you've had to be deceptive a little bit and hide some truths, like, while you're dealing with this situation, just so you don't like lose your stability, so that you can self-protect. That's what this is a heavy situation, whoever this is going to apply to. Let's get a little bit more clarity using our oracle cards, but people need to mind their damn business. Like, that's one of my big pet peeves, is when people are in somebody else's business because their life is not eventful, all right, or they're like unfulfilled in their life, so they have to try to rip somebody else down somehow. I'm not getting, like with other readings, I thought this was a reiteration of the same message that's been coming out over a group of people that's jealous of one individual and trying to rip that person down. I don't get that here now that more of the story has been kind of revealed. This is more like we got some juicy gossip on somebody. Let's fucking ruin their life. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the vibe here, which is, to me, equally as bad, but the motive is different. Duty. Yeah, I get the sense that some of you who are playing this role right now, you might be kind of playing the role of still being in your current relationship and just fulfilling whatever kind of duties or obligations go along with that. But it's more because you might not be able to leave the situation right, like, immediately. So you're strategizing on how to do that. Let's see. Words. So yeah, that definitely speaks to this slanderous type behavior that's been going on. Magic. Okay. I mean, magic might be involved here. Like I said, there might be a spiritual attack going on from some of these people. It could also mean that you're trying to manifest something like a new start here. Not necessarily like through magic, but it just speaks to me. It speaks to manifestation to me and like taking the reins of your own life too. So take that as it resonates. Ingenuity. Yep. So I think you've had to do that a little bit to protect yourself in this situation. Theft. I take this one to mean people are compromising your finances and your stability for something they think is entertaining, you know, like sitting back, getting the tea on the situation instead of worrying about how it's going to affect someone in real life and practically. So that's how I feel like they're robbing you of possibly your reputation and also like your material stability right now, because they feel it's their duty to share this information that wasn't really even given to them. Enchantment coming out on top of the Nine of Cups. You know, I feel like it's going to have a favorable outcome for you here. Her eyes look glassed over in this picture, like she's been crying or coming out of a period that was very painful for her, but you know, it looks like she's having a positive outcome here, or a positive ending. So I think you're definitely going to see your way through this situation, but you know, not without some pain throughout the process. I'm just going to pull one more. Dedication. Yeah, you just have to stay focused. Stay focused. Try not to be too deterred by what this group might be doing and how they're making the situation work. Sorry guys, that got cut off there at the end, but you know, pretty self-explanatory. Don't be deterred by what this group is doing and how they're trying to make the situation worse. And I think you're going to have a favorable outcome in this situation. All right, I hope everybody has a really great weekend. Sending you peace and harmony, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.